sucker for love. And in this world full of suckers, you fit mine like a glove. The fit is perfect, but nobody above, yeah. The clock's ticking as the time flies by. We in two different worlds, but living the same life. Two different dreams, you make me feel so alive. Need you by my side, need you by my side. Just a power couple daily blowing off steam. Making love to you so damn seamlessly. We be doing it so damn frequently. Easy cause we on the same damn frequency. Take it to the Sunset Boulevard. Tell mama said she wanna tag along. She don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Yeah, we'd always get along. Even through the downs, gotta stay strong. Now we singing the same song. All I ever did is think about you. I think about you daily. So baby girl, don't play me.
They call me Dan, the Lakers fan. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream. Good to see y'all, man. Lakers versus Flippers tonight. And y'all know what time it is, man. It is time to hopefully cook some flippers. And we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about the keys to winning tonight's matchup. Also, Kawhi Leonard back from injury. No surprise there. If you guys watch NBA Coast to Coast with me and Lou, you guys would know we predicted that. We even picked him up on PrizePicks because he saves it all. Mr. Bionic saves it all for when he plays the Lakers. That's his new Super Bowl. So here we go, man. Good to see y'all. Gonna get into a couple of these comments. My guy said, did you see my comment on the other one before you pulled it? Pulled what? What are we talking about, brother? I'm not sure. Comment on the other one before you pulled it. This one? Clippers have been the best team in NBA over the last month. This will be a tough game. Nah, that's a little bit of a stretch, man. That is a little bit of a stretch, D-Free. To say they've been the best team, they've been hot. I wouldn't say the best team, man. This is a team that gets hot at the wrong time, and then we know which direction they go. Shrega, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Thank you so much for super chat. Good to see you. Appreciate you as always. What up, Jose? What's up, Kimmy Goat? Good to see you. Appreciate you guys. Yes, make sure you guys hit that like button. All right, we're gonna chop it up right now about the Clippers. Now, Clippers are now 19-24, the best team in basketball. Is still 5 games over. Under 500, so I don't want to hear no excuses for the way the Lakers play them tonight. We're going into the crap dome in a pivotal battle. The season series is tied 1-1. The Lakers dominated them the first game, 135-118 on November 25th, thanks to a strong shooting performance and rebounding by the Lakers. But we dropped the second game, 103-88 on December 20th, which ironically was my birthday, and I had to work, so I missed it. Thank God I missed that because that was a ugly game. We were very inefficient in that game, and we were turnover prone. Now the Clippers have been streaky, guys. They've won 13 out of the last 16 in their recent games. But again, their success means nothing because they always succeed around this time of the year, and then come March, that's when the real team gets exposed. That's when all the injuries start piling up, and that's when the Clippers going to clip. So tonight it'll be interesting for sure. Also, I did my research a little bit, man. Players returning from injury to face the Lakers. Okay, this season. We're going to start with, obviously, Kawhi Leonard. No surprise there. He's been dealing with some knee issues, but they always mark their calendar and they circle the Lakers' return. So he'll return tonight, January 22nd, against my Lakers. Jeremy Grant did the same thing with Portland. He had an Achilles injury. Grant was questionable due to the Achilles issues, but was cleared to return exactly January 17th to play against our Lakers, all right? He came off the bench and he managed minutes after missing time. Provided a boost for Portland in that game for sure. After dealing with multiple absences. Herb Jones returned from a shoulder issue earlier in the season, and he played against the Lakers on January 6th as well. So and then you got Anthony Davis, who was sidelined for about a month, and then Davis made his return magically on November 28th in a game against the Lakers. All right, this was his first matchup against the former team since being traded February 2025. And he played despite the injury lingering from early in the season. So again, this is something, man. There's some really prominent examples of this, the way that these players come back, and why everybody gets up to play the Lakers, man. It's got to be a multitude of things. Obviously, the spotlight effect, our historical rivalries. Everybody wants to get up and play the Lakers. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. We are who we are, and let's get up here and let's get to work for sure. All right. I got a couple comments to get here before we continue with our segment. He said, yeah, I guess in my end, it looked like you pulled that video down and created a new one. It said it was unavailable. And no, I'm serious. They've been the best team, and they have the 6th best net rating. Man, we're going to put all that nerdy numbers talk away. And we know that the toilet bowl team is only on a hot streak right now, and they're eventually going to flame out. Don't put them out, because they're not a good team by any means necessary. I don't care what the stats say, what the numbers say. They're not a good team. They've won 13 out of the last 16. Whoop-de-doop. Everybody knows what the Clippers do around playoff time, which is absolutely nothing. All right. So, my good friend, yeah, we do not glaze the Clippers around here, man, no matter how hot they are right now. He said, set up my point. They started slowly, but they've been really good over the last stretch here. So I wouldn't look at them as a lottery team, easy win, for example. Oh, yeah, no, they're definitely not going to be easy win, because we all know that the Clippers is their Super Bowl right here, man. The Clippers are delusional. They think they're the Rams. They think that this is their Super Bowl, and they're going to play their heart out. We know that. They do that. Like Kawhi Leonard is Mr. Bionic when he plays the Lakers, and then he'll disappear for the next 2 months after he plays the Lakers. So that's what they do. And I'm just like, it's insane to me. It is insane. But every feels like every team comes in here and they do that. It's okay. Let's see what happens. I expect the dub. Me too, man. Anytime we face the Clippers, we're the better team. Let's kick ass, man. Let's put them back. Let's put them back in the shadows of the shadow franchise that they are. So that's what we got to do for sure. He said, I was just talking about the here and now. They've had some really good wins recently. I don't expect them to do anything later on. Facts. Absolutely. Agree with that. Yep. I agree with that. He said, you don't remember last year JJ was asked about that, and apparently the Lakers did look into how often it happens and the players returning. No, I remember, and it happens every year, but it's getting more and more ludicrous, though, because come on, we're talking about Kawhi Leonard. We're talking about the player that plays once a month. Okay, he's picking his once a month to be against the Lakers. So again, we know this is their Super Bowl, but it's the wrong sport. Make sure you guys do tap in, guys, with me and Kimiko and everybody else who kicks it with us over for the watch party over on the second channel, Primetime TV. You can click the link, or you can scroll down on the main channel, and you can find Primetime TV right there. They come back so they can use us as a spotlight. That her game was an audition game. It's really cringe to me. It's like, dude, just show up every game. Stop being a fucking you wussy, Show up every fucking game and just play. How hard is it? It can't be that hard, right? But anyways, the Lakers have made some statistical improvements the last 3 games versus the previous losing streak, man. Remember, we snapped the 3-game losing streak on December 29th, with a win over the Kings. And then we went on another one. We won another losing streak. But in the last 3 games from January 17th to January 21, we're averaging about 130 points per game. The Lakers have showed an improvement in rebounding, shooting efficiency, and defensive activity compared to, the December losing streak and even some of this January losing streak that we had a little bit earlier, Comparing points, we're getting better in every single category. So we got to keep that up tonight. We got to keep that up, man. You see Drew Timme in my thumb. Drew Timme is an absolute baller, okay? And I hope he continues to get opportunities. But tonight, guys, we have to exploit early momentum and scoring from Luka. He tends to get off the quick starts. We're talking about the league leader in scoring. Let's keep that going for sure. He averages about 12 points per game in the first quarter alone. So we need him to kind of set the tone early. We've struggled with slow starts during losses. So again, and remember this, in the first Clippers win over the Lakers, Doncic was held to just 14 points. For 14 points plus assists combined, so let's force feed him early. Let's look to get him involved in pick and rolls, and hopefully that can swing the game wide open. But we know when LeBron as well plays tough and he's efficient, we're just a different ball club, man. With him and Luka at the helm, It should be fun, man. Historically, even at age 41, James still averages 22.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Yeah, he's gone over the 12.5 rebounds plus assists in 4 of his last 5 games. And so he has a very strong track record against the Clippers historically. And he's also been efficient, right? Defensively, guys, we got to limit turnovers first and foremost, right? They thrive off of forcing mistakes. Averaging over 14 points, almost 15 points off of opponents' turnovers per game. So, Lakers, we seriously have to stop turning the ball over. When we don't turn the ball over and we average less than 13, we do really good. All right, we obviously have to contain Harden, who's been balling this year. According to the stats, I haven't seen a single Clipper game, so I wouldn't know. But according to the stats, he's been balling. But I think those numbers look more inflated with all the misses, all the missing games that Kawhi Leonard misses throughout the course of the year. He's back now, so it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment for them. We have to be efficient from our shooting as well. Overall, this is not like D3 said, it's not going to be an easy game. We know that, but we gotta meet the occasion for sure. What's up, Tamika? Good to see you, my friend. We have to meet the occasion, and we have to rise up to this occasion. We're currently been winning lately. We strung together a couple of very nice wins, and we have to keep that up, man. We seriously have to keep that up. Our bench as well. Our bench has been huge. Guys like Jake LaRavia, who's been starting, are eventually going to go back to the bench, and our bench is going to get better. Marcus Smart, another starter that might go back to the bench as we hopefully get Austin Reeves here during this road trip, but the bench has been much better. I like what Drew Timmy's doing. Vando, Jackson Hayes, all those guys giving energy, with the exception of Gabe Vincent. Okay, so let's keep going tonight, man. I could definitely see this being a win if we come out here and do work. My boy Diehard said Luka put up 81 on these bums. What would be crazy if Luka goes crazy tonight? Tonight is the 20-year. You see me wearing the hoodie that my good friend Strega sent to me for Christmas. Why am I wearing this today? I was saving it for this occasion. It's the 20-year anniversary of Kobe dropping 81. So, to your point, Diehard, imagine Luka goes off tonight, or even LeBron, on the 20-year anniversary, to the day when Kobe dismantled the Toronto Raptors, and he made them look like he made them look like plant-eating dinosaurs. They went from Jurassic Park to long necks. Okay, and beautiful. It was beautiful, man. So it would be nice to see one of these guys go off tonight, and Luka fits the bill for sure. Diehard, I agree with you. That would be nice to see. But again, all we're looking for is a win here. Anything else will be extra on the side. Isaiah says, I hope we stop Kawhi Leonard and James Harden on defense, Dan. When is Austin Reeves coming back? So he's progressing extremely well, according to JJ Redick, to answer your question, Isaiah. And that's good news because they're saying he could join the team at some point in this road trip. Remember, the Lakers are in the midst of an 8-game road trip. They won the first game. We got 7 more to go, including this one, which technically is a home game. We got to take advantage of this game. It's a home game, guys. Any game in LA is a home game. Any game in California really is a home game. There's more Laker fans probably than the opposition at most of those arenas. So we got to take advantage of that, and because we're going to go on 6 more road games after this. And so again, hopefully Austin does join us in the process, and we're able to incorporate him back in and see how the bench looks afterwards. And I really like Rui coming off the bench still. I think that's sweet, and hopefully that continues because like I said, I'm a big fan of Rui off the bench. I just think it brings a little bit more balance. His inefficiencies aren't as microscoped off the bench as they are in the starting lineup, and he provides a little bit of a spark. By the way, tonight's starting lineups are the exact same as they've been recently. Luka, Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, LeBron James, and Jake LaRavia for the Lakers. They have a 6-4 record overall. Meanwhile, the stinking Flippers, they got Kawhi Leonard, John Collins, Zubac, James Harden, and Chris Dunn. They're 5-10 on the season with that starting lineup. So again, it's going to be a little bit of an adjustment, kind of reincorporate them back into the lineup. I'm talking about James Harden, who was already there, and Kawhi Leonard. So we got to kind of take advantage of that, and hopefully we're able to jump on them before they can adjust and as the game progresses. Really quick, guys. I'm going to do another PrizePicks entry. If you guys were here earlier, me and Lou put one. We combined for one together. So let's do one more here right now. For all my people that watch for PrizePicks, man, promo code DTLF gets you guys the $50 and play credit with your first $5 deposit and play. So let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna pick up Luka. He's 26. I think that's one of the easiest stats. I'm looking at LeBron for the 6.5 rebounds, and I'm taking LeBron for the 6.5 rebounds. Okay. Kawhi is playing. We know that already. I picked him up on a different card. Let's go. Let's see if there's any live entries right now that we can just tap into. Let's see. Okay, Kobe White at 15. We'll see. I'm gonna take Josh Giddey for sure, and I'll take. I think that's good. I think that's good for the entry. Let's see if we can do that one right there. That'd be great. All right, let's do that. Let's do a little $5, do a little $10 entry right there. All right, and so we can hit on all of those to get us 70. You got to make sure you submit these entries quickly, because what happens is, as you can see, the number fluctuates there. The number fluctuates the longer you take to submit your entry. So again, for those of you watching, I took Luka over. I took LeBron on the rebounds over. And who else did I take? Let's see what I took. Who else did I take? And I took Josh. Was it Josh Giddey? Yeah, Josh Giddey. On the over. He's basically 3 points away from getting his over. He's got 1 quarter to do it. I think he can do it. Okay. So that's going to be my entry for tonight on PrizePicks. Make sure you guys tap in for surely. All right, let's see here. My boy said Kawhi went and got some vibranium just in time for us. It's crazy, bro. Kawhi Leonard, seriously, the Clippers love showing up for the Lakers, and that's okay. But we got to meet the occasion for sure. And like I said, man, we need to limit those turnovers tonight, because the Clippers like to thrive off of those. We need to use our leverages, which is our 2 superstars, LeBron and Luka. Those are the 2 best players on the court. Let's use them to the best of their abilities, and hopefully these guys can be efficient for us tonight. You know, that'll mean a lot. And then let's just be smart about everything we do on the court, man. From hitting our free throws to boxing out. It's really the little things for me. It's not too much you can look at, but it's really everything. If you win in the margins, you will win the ball game. You know, sometimes it's that simple. I know it sounds extremely simple, but it's just the truth. If you win in the margins, you will win the ball game. You'll have a golden opportunity to do it. So, you know, this team has won a couple in a row. We beat some impressive teams. We beat Denver, and before that, we beat Toronto. So, can we beat the Clippers? Absolutely, we can. All right. And I really like this starting lineup, and I hope it sticks. You know, even when Austin Reeves and Rui come back, I would like for this lineup to stick and bring both Rui and Austin off the bench, even though I know Austin's most likely going to start. But it'd be nice just to see what they look like off the bench, surely, right? But again, things are getting interesting in the Wild Wild West. And let's pull up tonight's NBA scores. Let's see what's going on around the league. Because, man, the Mavericks are beating the Warriors right now. Okay, the Timberwolves are losing to the Bulls, so both of those are good things. Unfortunately, the Spurs are beating the breaks off the Jazz, and then the Nuggets beat the Wizards tonight. Followed by, the good news is that the Rockets lost tonight, so this could be a really good win for us in the standings. We're currently 5th. We're currently 5th in the West. However, I believe if we win tonight, right, we will leapfrog the Rockets for number 4. Okay, so that would be great. But we got a long way to go, man. Long season up ahead, guys. We in the final stretch that trade deadline. If you guys didn't watch the episode with me and Lou, go check it out, man. It's really, really good. Go check it out. We talked about a lot of different trade rumors. We talked about some disgruntled players like Giannis, NBA Coast to Coast. Make sure you guys tap in, hit that like button on that one for sure. I'll take a couple of comments, questions, and all that good stuff. My guy Blitz says, I'm at work right now, but I'm hoping to see the Lakers win tonight. Me too, bro. Me too. I really hope we bring our A game and, you know, we show up, because sometimes we don't show up. And sometimes we take some days off. And hopefully tonight's not one of those days. I'd really like beating the brakes off the Flippers, man. Snow time W incoming. Hey, and talking about snow time, man, I really want to see what my guy Drew Timmy can do tonight, because so far he's had some really impressive games. Can he keep adding to that? That is the question. Again, when the Lakers are efficient, those role players really step up, and we can use guys like him, Vando, and Jackson Hayes giving us some serious minutes. That would be awesome. I'd really love to see that. Let's see here. Every time the Rockets lose, the Lakers lose. Well, let's hope the opposite tonight. You know, let's hope for the opposite tonight. Appreciate you, Kimiko. Thank you so much. Let's get those good vibes going. Do good. Now get Reeves back, and we good for the finish. I want us to be a top 3, man, at minimum. At best, top 2. But, I want to get greedy for sure. And, that'll be a lot of fun for sure, man. I really want us to finish top 3 minimum. Just B said, what's good, fam? I got to finish the episode with you and the homie Luke. Content fire as always. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's always fun talking to just high basketball IQ player fans, especially the fellow Laker fans and even my Knicks fans, man. A lot of you guys are very, very intelligent. That's why I like Phone Call Friday. You guys are awesome. So yeah, man, it's always a blast. We need to see maximum effort, and it starts from the outskirts of the game, man. And let's give some keys out tonight for this ball game. All right, key number 1, and this one has been crucial. We touched on it last game, and we hit that key last game, and that's going to be transition defense. Okay, transition defense has to be everything. It's bad enough if you turn the ball over, but if you don't get back, you're asking for trouble. If you don't get back and you give up wide open layups, they get more momentum and they keep their energy for more defensive possessions. So we want to make them exert energy. If they're going to score, make them work for it. Okay. That is key number 1. All right. Transition defense and just defense in general. Just defense in general. Key number 2 for me is always going to be, Luka and LeBron, because I think we go as they go. When those 2 guys show up, my goodness, man. We are a really hard team to beat. When they combine for 60 plus efficiently, we are a really, really hard team to beat. So let's do that tonight, man. It would be nice to see, those guys be efficient and give us maximum production. I think we win most of those games for sure. And then finally, man, my third and final key. Clippers suck. They've been better lately, but they still suck. All right, don't underestimate the Clippers, the role players. Don't underestimate their bench. Don't underestimate, like my guy D Prince said right here. Watch out for Chris Dunn. Always playing dirty. Gotta watch out for that stuff like that. This is, like I said, their game 7. This is everything to them. They're not a winning franchise, so their biggest claim to fame is beating us. They're gonna try their hardest, their darnest to beat us, whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. It is what it is, man. But again, the Lakers can do it. They can definitely do it. And I'm gonna throw in a bonus key. Bonus key is gonna be efficient 3-point shooting. We need to start knocking down our threes, especially our wide open ones. We miss too many too often. When we knock them down, we're a different ball club. I'm talking about Jake LaRavia. I'm talking about Luka Doncic. I'm talking about LeBron, Marcus Smart. We're just a different ball club when we're shooting over 40% from beyond the arc. So let's freaking go. Let's do it tonight. Let's beat these flippers, man, and let's take over, man. Let's take over what we already own, which is Los Angeles. All right. So hopefully we can get that done moving forward, guys. If you guys have any comment, questions, concerns, I got you guys. The next couple minutes are yours. Let's see. Prince says, when you went live with Coast to Coast, Dan, it was 3:30 a.m. here, and I am not yet awake. Gotcha. He said, I would have loved to chip in the chat on those topics, but watch the replay as well. Fire. Thank you, D Prince. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only time we can stream because my brother Lou is on the East Coast, and you got to take care of his daughter and stuff. So he's a very busy man, just like I am, and that's the only time our times align. As you know, like tonight we had the Lakers game, so it would have been impossible for both him and me to do later on. But hopefully, eventually, we can catch you, D Prince. You always got great questions, and you always chiming in intelligently about basketball and stuff. My guy said, give Thero some of Gabe's minutes. Well, unfortunately, Thero still seems to be injured. We haven't really heard recently any updates on that, but yeah, he's been injured throughout the year, man. It's a little bit of a concern that a young player like that has been so injured. So I don't know. The last couple of years, we've been drafting injured players. It started with Jalen Hood-Schifino, and now, of course, Thero. So hopefully we can, start a trend of drafting players that are ready and able and available and durable, So, yeah, it is what it is, man. But like I said, it's going to get really interesting, man. And I hope that the Lakers really bring their A game, because this is one of those teams you do not want to play with. Their pupils light up every time they see us, and this is their everything. All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the pregame. Hit that like button if you did. Again, this video was brought to you and sponsored by PrizePicks and Underdog. Promo code DTLF on both of them, guys. We'll get you guys 50 with your first $5 deposit and play. All right. I hope to see you guys there during the live watch party, which is I'm gonna set up right now in about 5 to 10 minutes. And go Lakers. I'll see you guys here for postgame. All right. Enjoy the game. Peace.